So, Doctor Who Script Series Confidential, Episode 2 out of 3. Right, so we're going to be covering the first two-parter, On Radar and Torchwood, and a single episode, The Eye of Harmony. Okay, well, we'll start with On Radar. This was written by Sugar Rush, and Sugar Rush joined us, I think it must have been sort of just straight after Voyage of the Damned, around then, after I bullied her to write for us, because we were sort of low on interest, so, I was pulling in favours from everywhere. And it's an interesting story, because I'm using interesting a lot. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll use fantastic now. Fantastic is the key word. Okay. It's a really fantastic story because it has a fantastic storyline, fantastic characterization. Okay, this is getting stupid now. I'll just use any sort of adjective that comes to my head. It's not very big. Don't worry. Okay, so it does have a brilliant storyline, good characterization, an interesting idea about having this gas which knocks people out. And then this is... God, I am so thankful TDW exists. I'm sorry, he is a lifesaver. Unfortunately, Sugar Rush moved to New Zealand, and we haven't had contact from her since, really. So we never really got the second part of her story. So we opened it up to anyone who wanted to continue it, and TDW did, and thank the Lord. Oh, yeah, and actually it's an interesting take on what Sugar Rush set up, but then TDW continues. So TDW takes, this episode was called Torchwood. It sets it up as a sort of, oh my god, this is the aftermath of the parting of the ways. Torchwood are blowing everyone up because they're now exceedingly racist. It's a brilliant idea. I mean, if it were to be published, say, in the 50s or 60s, loads of parallels there with all the whole racism. Anyway, apartheid and all of that, and segregation. So actually, it's a really in-depth, well-thought-out thing. And I really enjoyed reading that. I didn't read it until a couple of days before it was published, as ever. And then today's episode, which was The Eye of Harmony. Again, this was by TDW, which was great, and it's a really good episode. An interesting one where the Doctor is having sort of nightmarish dreams, or dreamy nightmares, whichever one you want. But you get the sense that Martha is a bit of a hero. She becomes a big heroine in this one. She blows up a Dalek. And a bit of a deja vu scene. Always good in script series to have a bit of a deja vu scene. But it was great to have that sort of episode before we have the finale. Of course, next week there's my episode, which features the return of the Axons. Wait, let's all go crazy. That features a Heroes mention for you Heroes fans out there. So, watch out for that. It's not that sneaky, but, you may miss it. If you do, well, you missed it. And then we go into the finale, which is exciting. Oh, is it good? And it goes into so much. It opens up for the TWS movie, for the summer special we're doing, and then for Series 2. Oh, now this is Series 2. Well, as some of you may have heard, Doctor Who Maddo is considering leaving. And this is sad, obviously, because, DWSS is his sort of brainchild. He's not made up his decision fully. The Expeditioners and Sycorax leader. If you could send me the rope, then I can chain him up a bit later. Can't do it. I don't have any rope here. Sorry, blunders, really. Anyway, he is leaving. Well, he might be leaving, and this would mean that I would be taking over, which is a big crisis. We don't want that to happen. So, for For God's sake, Doctor Humado, don't leave. No, just don't do it. But anyway, I wish him the best of luck. I know all the writers do. I know everyone who's a fan of the series. We wish you the best of luck if you decide to leave or you don't. Anyway, till next time.